Hi everybody, my name is Rosie Coronado, and in today's session we will go over one of our recent added universal function in the B1 usability package, the User-Defined Table handler, UDT handler. As you know, Boyum is all about having the user a good experience in their everyday's task. You are most likely familiar with the current SAP UDT setup, and we'll see how much easier it is with the added feature in the Boyum usability package, universal function. You have more control with the UDT handler. You can choose your own title for the window, move columns around the way you would like to have them display. The user experience is so much more friendlier as it is in SAP Business One. You don't have to access the user-defined table under Tools, user-defined windows. You can create a button and have access right at your fingertips, or you put it in your menu. You also have a search function. I'm sure if you have used with user-defined tables, you have a lot of lines, a lot of times many lines, and you have a search function already built in so you can search for a certain data. So let's go in the system and I will show you. So if I open up SAP Business One, I'm going to minimize my dashboard right here. And usually what you do, you go to Tools, you go to Customization Tools, and you set up a user-defined table. I'm going to click on here, and you see I created two. One is called Webinar, one is called Trucks. I just put the table name, the description. That's all I did, and no object. I choose the object type, no object. Those are my two tables. Once you have the two tables set up, as you know, you go in here and you will see them right in your user-defined window. There's my Trucks and Webinar. And if I open, let's go to Webinar, you see I have some data in here and I will get back to that. So if you're familiar with user-defined tables, the coded name is a standard. It comes with coded name, but then you put more columns to it, creating user-defined fields. And the way you do that is this is an SAP function, but I'm going to show you really quick. If you go here, Customization Tool, User-Defined Field Management, and if I go here, User Tables on the bottom, and if I scroll all the way here, you also see my Trucks and my Webinar. And you see I added additional fields. Okay, and those are the two I will show you today. And you see on the webinar, I want the date, I want the title, and the employee who is doing the webinar. Okay, so if you want to update the table, so you're probably used to go in here and open it up and put in some data. But with the usability package, you can actually move it to your menu right here. I have my menu right here, and you see I have a user-defined table right here, webinars, and here it is. It's the same thing what you see here when I open it up here. The difference is I don't show my code, I don't show my name because I really don't need it. I want the system automatically assign a code and a name, and that's why you see it like this up here. If I go back here, webinars, this is automatically assigned when I put data in here. Okay, so I only want to see the date, title, and the employee. So if I go in here and let's say I would like to add a new webinar. Okay, so all you do is click add here, and let's say I want to do an iPayment, also a product of Boyum, a credit card solution if you're interested. I want to do an iPayment webinar in February 8th. And the person who is doing it is Erica. And all I do is click update. And you see it's updating the table right here. And you can move on like this Let's do another one, B1 up. And I'm going to do it on February 22nd, and I'll choose another person and update. So you can update your table right here in a very simple way. And if I go back here, just so you see, if I go right here to my table, the SAP way, you see it created it right here, of course. It updates. If I would put one in here, this is the SAP feature. I have to put in a code. I have to put in the date, but I have it set. I wanted to do it. Let's do print and delivery. I have it set. I want automatic. I wanted to put automatically put the code and name in there with the Boyum usability package UDT handler, and I will get to that. So if I do an update here, of course you can do that, and go back to my menu right here, you see it here also. Okay, so it's real time. It goes back and forth. Okay, but as you see, it's just very friendly to have it here in the menu, and you can add and remove lines in a very simple way. And as I mentioned earlier, you have a search line. Just imagine you have 100 lines right here in your table. You can search with this feature right here. So how did I do that? So let's go into, I'm going to go out of here. I created a menu here. Okay, actually, let's go in here, go to add and edit menu. I created my own menu with the usability package, and you see right here, I have a report, I have other features right here under my menu. So, and there's my user-defined table. So if I click back into my universal function, you see right here, this is where I created the menu. How did I do that? Actually, I'm going to go to add mode, so you see it right here. And I'm going to open it up again, so we have it next to each other, so I can show you. There we go. And so once you open up, there we go. I wanted you to see it. So once you open up your universal functions, you most likely are familiar with it. You know you can create a crystal report. Universal function can be all this, okay? SQL report, crystal report, it can create an activity automatically. That's a kind of new feature also from last year. It could be a macro, a line loop. But we have the user-defined table handler right there. UDT handler. So the first thing I did, I clicked on that. My type is UDT handler. Then you put in your name, as you see right here. I always encourage, always put in the name, the beginning, put the type in there, as I did right here, UDT, and then it's called webinars. Okay. Then right here, you put in the form title, and that's really nice. Let me move over here. I'm going to open it up again. You see right here, webinar schedule. This is where this comes in. Okay, so you can choose your form title. Then you put in the width and the height, how big you want it. Do you want the form? Do you want to open it up normal or maximized or minimized? So you have all those options. And then right here, user-defined table. This is where you attach your table. That's all you do. And once you attach it, let me go over here and let me pretend I'm doing it over here. So let's do webinar. So the table comes in with all your fields. Okay? So you create your table, you put it in here. But what's really what's the beauty of it is, if you see right here, first of all, I can say, okay, I don't want the title first. I want the employee first. I want it to show first. And I'm going to update this. And you will see once I open it up now, I'm going out of this one now. I don't want to say it. If I update my table now, you see my employees first. So you can arrange your columns. Okay? So then you can say you have many options here. Show line number. So I don't have it checked, or banded row color. So what that does, I'm gonna click both of them and update it. So for you to see. And I'm going to open it up again. If I go back here, so what does it do? So you see I have the line numbers right here, and you see right here I have the banded row color. Some people like that better, like that, or it's your choice, whatever you like. And then here you choose allow update. Let me close up the menu in the background. So here you choose allow update. Let me make my screen bigger. Allow update, allow add row, allow remove row. Okay, or auto code and name. As I mentioned earlier, I have it checked so it automatically enters the coded name for me. I don't really want to see it on my screen right here. It does it automatically. So if I uncheck that, and I click update, and I'm going to go in here again, you see what it does? Now if I add a line, I have to put in my coded name. Okay? And in my case earlier, I don't have it checked because I want the system to assign it. Okay? Use DIPI. So this means use DIPI to update the table. If this is unchecked, it does it directly. It doesn't go under the store procedure. Okay? So then down here, what you have down on the bottom, you see the form type. So this is really neat also. So it gives it a form type. So that gives you the flexibility. You actually can do more things on the table, like create a button. Let's do that. So if I'm going out of here, and advanced, just one more thing, advanced, this is where you can put SQL order, okay, on your columns. Okay, so this is your setup. This is your UDT handler setup. So very straightforward. And you always know I love our development team. They put the little questions mark and it explains to you. If you're not sure what it does, it explains it to you. Okay, I'm going out of here and I'm opening up my table again. So if I can right click here and I have my B1 usability package menu and I'm going to see edit function button. You see right here and you see right here, this is my form type UF180. And that's what you saw right here. So it fills it right in for me because I right clicked on this screen. So that's why you have this form type 180. And let's create a button on there. So I'm just going to do a message and I'm going to attach another universal function. Okay. So I created a message here. There we go. I'm just going to do a message. You know, a universal function can be a report, a SQL report, a crystal report, and so on. You saw all these options, the types it can be. And I'm going to click update. And now I'm going out of this table and I go back in and you see here's my button. So you can create a button on your table. I just click on there and here's my message. Okay, very straightforward, very simple. But I want you to get the idea what you can do. So now I did show you. Here I have a user-defined table. I added it to my main menu. But you also can, if I go to human resource, I created a button right here. So for example, this is my human resource data as you are familiar with it. So, and I have a lot of vehicles, company vehicles, and you need to keep track of it. And you created a table. And right here, let's go in here first. and you created this table and you want to see who is driving what, and if they are over 18 and which employee. You see right here, employee ID. So I have 2 trucks right now assigned to employee 3. One is assigned to employee 3, which I have opened right here, which is mass. And then I have one for employee 2. Okay? But, you want to have it easier. Once you're on the employee data, you want to click on something and you only want to see what car, vehicle this person is driving. Okay? So if I click on this, you see I only see mass vehicle. I have the license plate. Again, this was all set up with user-defined fields in my table and so on. So if I scroll to employee number 2, I see different data because I have it look to the employee number. How did I do that? And I will show you. Okay, if I have only 3 employees. If I go to Yarami, you see she has no vehicle assigned. And of course I can do it right here. I'm going here, model of truck, put in your license plate and so on, the mobile number, the telephone number. Let me do something right here. The color of truck. And is she over 18? Yes, and so on. When did I give the truck to this employee? You can put the date in there. Is this truck active? So yes, this one is active right now. And I'm going to update the table. You see, I don't have the code again and the name displayed because I want the system automatically generated for you. So let's go back to this button right here. I'm going to go by right-clicking, and I'm going to my button and click the universal function right here. And it's what you saw earlier, but what I'm doing right here, I'm saying I have a foreign key. The foreign key is I want it to look at the employee number. You see right here? And I don't want the employee number visible because I just want it to open. I know once I'm on the employee master data, it's only gonna show me what's assigned to this employee. So let's take this out. I'm gonna take this out and make this visible. And I'm going to update this. Okay. I'm going to minimize this. And now if I go right here, you see right here, now I see everything. So remember I just assigned a vehicle to her, but now I see also employee 1, 2, and 3. Okay. If I go to the next employee and I click on it, I see everything. But I don't want that. I only wanted to look at the employee number. I only wanted to pull up. So what you do, if you are familiar with the B1 usability package, I'm going right here. Make sure you have view system information activated. And all you do is right click on the employee number, and this menu comes from the B1 usability package, and copy system information. And you copy the syntax. You go to your universal function where you set up this user-defined table, and what you say is, okay, the employee ID, this is a foreign key, I'm going to paste it in here. I wanted to look at the employee ID when I open this table. Okay, and then you check, I don't even want it to have it visible, and update. Okay, and you see also, can it be editable? Okay, and again, so the model of truck, maybe you want the date of truck issued first. So I just move it. It's on top now. I'm going to update. I'm going back to my employee, master data. And now when I click on vehicle info, you see it's back. It's only looking what this employee has assigned. And you see date of truck issue is first. And of course, then you can add from here, just like you saw earlier, if they get another truck and you're going to make this inactive, you can do it straight from here, from this button. So maybe you don't want a button. There's some people, when I used to do implementation, they like the right clicks. You can do the same thing as a right click. So if I right click, and here track info, it's the same universal function, but instead of a button, maybe you want to access it with the right click. And again, this search line, I just absolutely love it if you have a very, very big user-defined table. Okay? So this is the flexibility you have with the with the UDT handler, in the B1 usability package. And what it is, it's a type of universal function. That's all it is. You create your table, you create your columns, and then attach it somewhere on the screen in a very simple way. And as you can see, it's very simple to update it right in your menu. Okay? So we went through adding a user-defined table on the main menu. We also saw to attach it on a button, and we also saw to attach it on a right click. And as you saw, you can change your columns the way you would like it. You have the flexibility to show data right here. You have the flexibility to allow updates. You allow adding rows or not. So, and as you know, with the usability package, if you create a button, let me go back here. If you create a button, let's say, you can tell who should see the button, which users. So exclude or include users, and then maybe create different buttons for other users. This was it for today, for this webinar. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned some. It will be posted on YouTube. If you have any questions anytime, please write us to sales@boyumit.com. Please contact us if you have any webinars ideas or anything, topics you would like to see more. Please write to us. We really want to hear from you. Okay, but thank you so much for joining today. And as I said, contact us with any question.